Well, good morning, YouTube. It is currently 8:39 on Thursday, the 10th of October. I think it's the 10th. I just did a spoke maintenance video, and I actually pulled the top off of my electric battery since it's out of warranty anyway, and I can't void the warranty anymore. I was very careful when I did it. According to the top of the battery, from what I saw, there's nothing wrong with it. All the wires are connected. There's nothing burned. There's nothing singed. Nothing's loose. I put it back together. So it's something to do with the internals in the battery, or the BMS is messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it. Like I said, it'll take a charge, it just won't discharge. And I even checked out the connector, and there's nothing wrong with the connector that comes off the battery. I don't know. I cannot figure out what's wrong with the battery. I don't know. And then I replaced 2 spokes. That's been my morning so far. Now I'm out here going for a ride. My rear disc rotor is like rubbing a lot. I don't know why it's rubbing so bad. Not sure where I'm going. I'm just going to cruise around like I did yesterday, I guess. Basically, I already talked all my talking out when I was doing the battery and maintenance, spoke maintenance stuff, so I don't know what else to talk about now. I'm going to stay close to this area. I think I don't feel like venturing too far off. I wish I could do my long rides again. I wish I had the reins and the batteries to do my long rides. Especially seeing as how I'm apparently starting to feel better. Finally. I'm chalking up the good feeling I've been feeling lately to the fact that the weather's cooler. My arch nemesis, the street sweeper, is out again. I think they have new street sweepers. Those look new. They don't look like the ones we used to have, but maybe they're better. Maybe they perform better. I don't know. I hope they do. I had to pull a piece of wire out of my tire. That's like that little thin piece of wire that I occasionally get in my tire. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know. I thought maybe it's coming off the wire brush on the street sweepers. That kind of makes sense. Something I can think of where a little piece of wire like that looks like it came off a brush would come from randomly. Looks like the weather's finally starting to cool off a lot because it's like well after 8 o'clock and it's still pretty cool out here. It's freaking lovely and nice, and the air is clean. And people may complain about our restrictions in California on gas vehicles and stuff, but guess what? Our air is a hell of a lot cleaner out here. You can see there's not smog and haze everywhere. I can breathe most of the time. I was going to make a scary voice at that guy when I rode by him with the doors hanging open in the bike lane. I was going to go woo or some shit, but I was like, no, I better not do that. I understand people need to work on their vehicles and stuff, but I'd really hope that they would not do it that way, because it's a bike lane. It's not to open your doors and work on your car in the bike lane. Car in the bike lane. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you not? It was my turn to go. Morning. I don't know what to say. I'm not going to say anything, I guess. That was not my fault. That was my turn to go. I waited my turn. The guy looked at me and fucking ignored me and just said, screw you, bike, I'm more important. I mean, if you saw me and you guys have seen me on my videos, would you want to piss me off if you didn't know me? I wouldn't want to piss me off if I didn't know me. I like watching this other YouTuber named Tactical Dennis. I said that right, Tactical, not Tactical. And he was trying to go for a bike ride with his buddies on a group ride. And right before they hit the dirt, he got a flat tire, and I was like, ooh. And it was a front flat tire. I was like, that sucks, man. And then he went and I guess there was an AutoZone by where they all parked to disembark upon their ride. And your stick figure family was delicious. That is the funniest sticker I've ever seen. It's got a dinosaur eating the stick figure family on the back of this car. That's awesome. So he went into AutoZone, bought some slime, slimed up his tube, pumped his tire up, and started riding again. He said he was going to go the opposite way his group went to maybe run into him on the way back, but that didn't happen because his tire started going flat again. So I think it happened. He rode through some water, and I think the slime seal hadn't sealed enough, and it broke when it got wet. Then he had to ride back to his truck and the roll of shame, basically. Maybe this isn't the best time to go left right here. Yeah, I tried not to put my feet down. Oh well. Going left. Don't cut my... Going left. Okay. Just want to make sure you know where I was going. Thank you. I think I'm wrong on my school times. I think the elementary kids are getting dropped off right now. And earlier when I see traffic, that's when the junior highs and high schools are getting dropped off, because I think they started like 8 or 8:30 at junior high, and it's like 9:30 for the little kids, if I remember from my school days many decades ago. Corvette. It's like, I know people want to get Corvettes and stuff because they want their car to stand out, because they want it to be noticed by other people. Like, ooh, look at that Corvette. I do the opposite. I get the most fucked up car I could possibly get. Just look like it can't even possibly run, and have people do the exact opposite. Oh my god, look at that piece of shit. Just out of irony or something. I don't know. Not irony, just my sense of humor. Like have it like under the hood, have it be fucking amazing, have like the most amazing interior and stereo system and LED lighting and all kinds of shit, and just the outside of it looks like the car from Matlock. It's all beat up and fucking shit. Remember Matlock? I don't know if any of you remember Matlock, the old Matlock with the dude that's been long dead now. Can't remember what his name is. I said I didn't want to go far away from home, but here I am, not entirely close to my house. So I've determined what's breaking my spokes in my rear wheel, since most of them tend to break on the brake side. It's got to be when I'm braking. It's got to be the torque from hitting the brakes, like I said before. Just stress, just causing the spokes that are over tensioned to snap. Yeah, because I had a hell of a time with the other wheel I was pulling spokes out of. I had a hell of a time getting the spokes out to replace the other spokes I needed them for. And I was turning them the right way. They just would not come out. I couldn't get one to come out. I gave up. It wouldn't come out of the damn rim. So they're like, when they're building these electric wheels, they're like, the manufacturers just over tightening the shit out of the spokes and making them so rigid they just snap. They snap like they've been frozen in nitrous or nitrogen or some shit, you know? Thought I ran something over. I said, oh God, don't tell me I'm just talking about another YouTuber's flat tire and then I get a flat tire. I think I picked up a rock. There's a lot of little rocks out here. And the knobbies on these tires aren't like super widespread apart. They're pretty close together, and they're dual sports, so they're like thick and hard, and like when shit gets stuck between the tread, it gets stuck between the tread. It's like they're trying to install a professional football field at Goin High School. I remember when I went to school here in '95, that football field was pretty freaking lumpy, man. Not entirely safe to run on. But they did, and they had football games on it. And I think soccer games too. Thought this lady in this van next to me was on her phone. She's just like picking her nails. I just thought of something. You know the Flintstone cars, right? They were pedal powered or foot powered. How did they turn? Because they were two big cement or rock rolls. How did they turn? You would think they would just go forward or reverse all the time, and they'd have to lift the whole car up to turn it anywhere. I just thought of that. I know it's a cartoon. I know it's not real, but I mean physics. I mean, teaching kids the wrong things. They're like, I can make one of those, Mom. Why does my car not turn? These cartoons aren't real, son. And I don't know why I sound like this, even though you just called me Mom. They use the skateboard physics and dynamics to get the Flintstone cars to turn. They just leaned over. Said, we can't turn sharp, but we can turn. It's an interesting place not to have a stop sign for cross traffic. I think residential streets, all residential close-knit community intersections should all have stop signs on all, like either 3-way stops or 4-way stops. Just because there's like kids that play, and they run out in the street because they're kids. And usually you don't learn to run out in the street unless, one, your parents tell you don't do it. But then again, you tend to rebel and ignore your parents and do it anyway, or they almost get hit by a car. And they realize, oh, maybe my parents were right. I learned the hard way. I almost got hit by a car on Halloween one time when I tried to run across the street in the dark and almost got taken out by a big-ass van. I learned my lesson. I don't do that anymore. Granted, I'm 400 pounds. I don't actually run anymore, so I guess I don't have to really worry about that. Oh, shit. Hello. Going slow through an active school zone is what you should always do. Make like a jingle about fucking school safety. Obviously the guy in front of me, even though he just pulled out of a school, doesn't obey the fucking speed limit when there's a school present. I mean, not just a school present, but like, an active school present, like with kids and teachers and people and stuff. Oops, shit, I almost crashed. My front tire hit some soft dirt in the freaking, in the gutter. I almost just ate shit. I almost just went down. Oh, crap, that sucked. That's why I tend to take these streets very seriously, man. All this loose dirt we have around here. My front tire just slid. I was like, oh, crap. I'm glad it grabbed, man. That would have been a really bad day for me. Good day to bad day, just like that. No, don't wait for the bike. Fucking Amazon driver. Probably the jackass that delivered my shit yesterday and left my gate hanging open. Well, technically it was my mom's shit. I ordered some stuff for her. She paid for it. I just forgot to put her name on the address delivery. My account, obviously. She doesn't order stuff online. She gets me and Dave to order stuff for her. She doesn't want to put her credit card information and stuff on the internet or her bank account herself, but she'll let us do it. I don't know. My mom's weird. And then she wants me to like take her information off of my accounts every time. It's like, oh, just order it and then take the information off. I think, but you're going to have me order you something in a couple days again. Or a week or so. Then I'm going to have to do it all over again. I think if you constantly add and remove banking and credit card information from your accounts on a regular, constant basis, though, it might richer how that works. I'm pretty sure it might work that way. Especially seeing as how we've had that massive 2.9 billion customer data breach recently. I got a notification in the mail that I used to have a Merrick bank account. I guess it was a credit card or something from like a long time ago. And maybe my information got released. It's like, oh, what's new? I've already had my identity stolen before. I got to use a PIN number when I file my taxes. It's like, what's new? It's like, sure, I dare anybody to try to get a loan with my credit history. Go right ahead. Have at her. If you get a fucking loan with my shitty credit history, I will buy you a cookie. And I will hand feed it to you while I give you a massage. For you successfully being able to trick them into giving me a loan, but not for me. I know that sounded really creepy, but you know, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I got dough maker hands from working at Pizza Hut. I got some really good massage hands. Hey ladies, I got really good massage hands. Just saying, I've made dough for like 4.5 years at Pizza Hut. I know how to knead some soft stuff. I can get those knots out for you. Oh, shit. I'm not exaggerating that. It's literally riding into a dust cloud because he's not using any water. God damn it. See what I mean? Look at that shit. It's all slippery up here now. I mean, it's one thing to have sand and loose dirt on asphalt. It's like a whole different story when it's on concrete or cement, man. It just like multiplies the slipperiness by like 100. My obligatory slow down so I don't get mowed down at this fucking intersection. Okay. So yeah, like I said, a street sweeper almost took me out just now because they smeared that freaking sand and dirt all over that freaking gutter I rode through, and my front tire almost washed out. So like, I'm right. street sweepers are dangerous. They're no good. They're just making messes and making it dangerous for me to ride my bike and other people to ride their bikes. As my mother is to sharks, I am to street sweepers. She does not like sharks. I do not like street sweepers. I don't mind sharks. Sharks are amazing, but my mom hates them. She got over her fear for a while one time because she had a shark steak at a restaurant and said it actually tastes pretty good. So she like ate part of a shark and like her fear went away for a few years, but then it came back and she's afraid of sharks again. Apparently you got to eat your enemy to like not be afraid of your enemy. That's kind of gross. I'm not going to go around eating people. I'm not going to try to eat a street sweeper. That just messed my teeth up even more. Maybe I'll ride by one day and just smack the side of it like, yeah, that's right. I'm the alpha street sweeper. I'm the alpha. Pretty sure I'd get in trouble for that though. I'm pretty sure it would confuse the living shit out of the guy driving the street sweeper. Or gal. Or whatever. The person driving the street sweeper. I'll just start saying person from now on. I don't want to get canceled for offending anybody by accident. Oh my god, they filled these holes. Telling you, man, City's watching my videos. Ow. Oh, I can make this light. It's still got 4 seconds left. So, like, if you're local and you're in the San Bernardino area and you watch my videos and you want somebody to go e-bike riding with, you know, I'm available. Obviously, because I'm always riding my damn bike. If you let me know well ahead of time, I'll have time to mentally and physically prepare so I don't have many or any of my issues I normally have. Just hit me up. Leave a comment in my comment section if you want to go for a ride. Maybe you can show me interesting places to ride I haven't noticed yet. Well, replacing those two spokes seemed to straighten my wheel out a lot. I'm looking at the shadow line. I mean, it's wheel's not really wobbling much anymore, a teeny tiny bit. It always kind of happens when you have to replace spokes and straighten your wheel. It always never quite is as straight as it originally was. Like I said, you guys are probably like wondering, it's like, Larry, you're always talking shit about electric. Why are you always riding around on one of their bikes? Like I said, their frames and some of their components are solid, but like the ones you really need to be solid, like the ones that are expensive, that they want you to keep buying because of no more warranty, those are the parts that break. Those are the parts they're going to profit from. Those are the parts they're screwing you over with. by making you think you're getting a good deal. It's literally this bike is the definition of too good to be true. That's another corner I tend to take slow because it gets sandy and slippery right there too. Wasn't right now, but I like to keep myself in the habit of slowing down so I don't like get used to it not being sandy and I keep flying around it one day and then there's sand there I'm not expecting it and I end up eating like massive shit. You know what I mean? It is such a beautiful day today. Very, very beautiful day today. And I understand I'm making a point of how nice it is here today, and I feel really bad for all the people on the East Coast in Florida right now. I hope everybody's going to be okay. I feel kind of bad now that I thought about it, saying how nice it is over here right now and how crappy it is there right now. Not to mention the fact I have like extended family out there and we're hoping they're going to be okay. Damn, dude. 2 back-to-back hurricanes. That sucks. You know what, man? You climate deniers, man. You got to fucking get on track with us. Get on the bus, man. Hop back on that fucking climate wagon, man. You can't keep being in denial about this shit. It's not helping anybody, obviously, by the fact that if you were like more proactive about it, at least we could prepare for it and build stronger structures and have better general infrastructure in our cities and towns and the freeways and stuff and have better drainage set up for this type of shit. But you guys keep saying, no, climate change isn't real and nobody does anything to get ready for it because nobody thinks they need to, and then this shit happens and then everybody goes, well, what happened? It's like, well, the climate's getting all fucked up. That's what happened. The Earth's heating up, the polar ice caps are melting, the seas are rising, and Trump's just interested in beachfront property. That's what's happening. It is happening. And it's happening faster and faster, because you know when shit happens exponentially, it gets worse. Every exponent, it goes up. And it happens quicker and more rapidly. Now I'm bummed out. Worried about people on the other side of the country because people aren't being proactive about helping not destroy our fucking world anymore. It's like it's the only one we have. We haven't found any viable planets that we can migrate to. This is all we got right now. Elon Musk needs to get off his we need to colonize Mars bullshit and use his fundage and his supposed intelligence to fix the problems we have here. But he's not. He's just so fixated on traveling to Mars. That's like the worst thing. People always say like our country has all these problems and we're always fixing everybody else's problems around the world and we don't focus on ours. He says he cares about our country, but he so much doesn't care about our country that he wants to fucking go to Mars. He wants to leave the planet and go to fucking Mars and live on Mars. Be like the king of Mars or some shit. How can you say you give a shit about your country when you want to leave? How can you say you give a shit about the climate when you moved your factories from California that have climate restrictions to protect the climate, to loosen up regulations on your businesses that don't protect the climate as much? How can you say you give a shit about us? How can you say you give a shit about the planet when you're trying to fucking leave? And you're trying to fucking skirt regulations and shit to save a buck or some shit. I don't understand how that works. That's how quickly somebody can go from massive respect from the people to zero respect. It's like overnight. It's like stupid shit like Elon Musk is doing. And you know for a fact, he probably hates Trump with a fucking passion, but he's kissing his ass because he knows if he kisses his ass, that's how you get Trump to do what you want to fucking do. You kiss his ass, you bloat up his ego, you suck his dick, and then he fucking gives you tax breaks and shit. And the problem is all the normie people like us, like the people that, not me, that I don't support him. I'm a fucking liberal Democrat. Fuck that guy. There's all his fucking diehard fans that are like in our boat, think that he's going to give them tax breaks, that he gives a shit about them. He doesn't care about you. He cares about himself. He cares about being popular and people stroking his ego. He doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't fucking care. He does photo ops. He sets up photo ops to make it look like he's going to disaster areas to help. He doesn't give a fuck about you, man. I know I'm cussing a lot in this video, but Jesus Christ, guys. He does not care about you. Kamala Harris cares about you. Tim Walz cares about you. Ron DeSantis doesn't care about you. Gavin Newsom does. I care about you. My mom cares about you. Donald Trump, his cronies, his fans, his sucker-uppers, his kiss-assers, his brown-nosers, they don't give a rat's flying fuck about you. They do not care. I'm not even angry right now. I'm just like spouting out what's true. He does not care. I care. I'm nobody and I care. You know what I mean? How come the somebodies with all the money and all the power don't give a shit? How come people keep wanting to amass more wealth? What the fuck's the point? For future generations of your family to be even bigger assholes than you are? What the fuck? I was kind of holding out hope that maybe Barron would have turned out a little bit better, but it looks like he's following in his father's footsteps because he's been indoctrinated into Trump bullshit. Melania should have done a better job as a mom to keep him away from that crap, but she didn't. You know Melania's just waiting for Trump to kick off, man. Waiting to be fucking free of that asshole. She wanted the green card and got it in the worst way possible. Probably regrets. The only thing she probably doesn't regret is her damn child. Probably the only regret she doesn't have, and if he gets ruined by Trump and his bullshit and gets brainwashed by him, that's the last thing she has to hold on to. That's probably positive in her fucking life at this point. That woman never fucking smiles, dude. That is not a happy woman. If you want to know how Trump really is, look at Melania's face all the fucking time. That's how Trump is all the time. That's a perfect example of why Trump's an asshole and don't follow Trump. You don't even have to change parties if you don't want to. If you're a diehard Republican and you're like afraid to vote for a Democratic president because of what your friends are going to think, tell them you voted for Trump. Nobody has to know what you did. Voting is secret. That's why there's ballot boxes. That's why it's all secret. The only people that know are the people that count the ballots. And they're not allowed to reveal any of that information unless some kind of fraud has happened. And I don't know why. Okay. He's good. It's always nice when they wave. Bad Amazon driver followed by good Amazon driver. Yeah. Look at Melania's face, man. You want an example of why Trump's an asshole? Look at Melania's face, man. Does she look happy? No, she don't look fucking happy. She looks like regretful. Happy wife, happy life. He don't give a fuck. He doesn't need a happy wife. He's a fucking billionaire. He uses his wife for his own happy life. He uses you. He uses me. People that don't support him. He uses his friends. He uses people that stroke his ego. That's all he fucking does. And I'm home. And I'm going to stop talking about that now. That was my bike ride. And I'm home. And I'm home. And I'm home. And I'm home. And I don't know what the fuck to say now. Let's see how far I went. 11.9 miles. All right. I was just going over more shit in my head I'm not going to talk about on the camera. I have like so many different songs rattling around in my head at the same time. They're like set on random in my brain. And they just keep randomly popping up and then changing. I got a 5-disc CD changer in my brain right now. Remember when those were popular? Then they came out with like the at-home like CD jukebox things, or the 100-disc changers and shit. And the 5-disc changer was like, I paid so much for this piece of crap. God damn it. Anywho. I think I turned my battery off. So pretty active, eventful day again for me. A few hours of content this time, like maybe at least over 2. And that means that much for you guys too. If you want to bear through all that with me. That is. Please do. Let's see if I have trouble getting this plug in here again. Yep. Nope, there we go. I got lots of video to watch now. I went in and watched like probably like 20-25 minutes of the first part of my battery and spoke maintenance video, and said I started feeling better. I said I better get going while I still feel good. Glad I did. Okay, so remember, it'd be super duper awesome if you could like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on those post notifications. I'm going to do it in here because there's a lot of noise out there. Subscribers, I really appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for subscribing. Yes, I'm leaning on my mom's car right now. Little out of breath, a little tired. So for new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. You're super awesome. Random viewers, consider subscribing. I'm pretty fun, especially lately. I've been feeling a heck of a lot better lately. If you don't like the long videos, I have a ton of short videos. Most of my long videos are turned into short videos. So pretty much all of them. Actually, yeah. I mean, I uploaded that electric rant one. I haven't made any shorts out of it yet, but I probably will today. Yeah. So with that, remember to have a wonderful wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next e-bike ride video, e-bike maintenance video, cute pet video, food video if I do one, a random occurrence in the city of San Bernardino if I'm out and about and I see one happening, or if I hear about something and I feel like going to it, I will check it out for you. Okay, bye.